Hi everyone. So, do you have a MacBook Air that's lying around and feeling forgotten and obsolete? Now let's dust it off and give it a second life. Now, today I'll show you how your old MacBook Air can become a second screen and a smart home hub or even, a gateway for the creative side of hustle. So, let's dive in. An old MacBook Air might seem outdated, but it still can be useful for surprising tasks. So in this video, we will explore the clever ways to repurpose your old laptop for everyday activities and projects, maximizing its potential beyond just basic computing. Like I said, from boosting your productivity to turning your laptop into a smart home hub, and how you can utilize that for growing your business and keeping yourself entertained. We're covering it all. And you won't need any fancy tools or just a bit of creativity and some apps. So let's dive in. So we're going to categorize this video into 5 different segments. The first one to start off is beyond just basic computing. Now, the MacBook Air is absolutely a great machine. So I have this MacBook Air all the way from like 2014, and it's still, it's gorgeous and it just gets all your regular things just done without any hassle. So, which is a great thing. Now, we're just going to talk here about some of the areas like Canva or the photo editor that you can use for your basic photo editing, and it's pretty easy to use that. You can use that on your MacBook as well. The second thing is, of course, the Google Docs or Pages. So it just makes it a great for your document creation, even for your freelancing projects like resumes and client proposals. You can absolutely use that. And it also can be used for like light gaming and a little bit of light games, simple yet fun games like take for like Minecraft or even some retro classic like emulators and things like that. Now, even with an older processor, the MacBook Air is still capable of handling these everyday tasks like a pro. So no problem at all. The second segment we're going to talk about is the power of a second screen. Now, the MacBook Air or the Mac OS that it comes with can be used with applications like Sidecar or Duet Display. Like Duet Display is compatible with both Mac OS and Windows, and it can turn the MacBook Air into an extended monitor. So there you go. You have like one more purpose for your MacBook Air. You can also set up the screen vertically for coding or horizontally for a video editing, and that's something you can do as well. So it's an affordable way to boost your productivity without buying an extra monitor, which is really great. Now, the next thing I would say is the budget-friendly media center. You can play a Netflix video or Spotify track on the MacBook Air and show how to connect external speakers for a better audio experience. And you can also connect your MacBook Air to an extended monitor, or a TV via an HDMI or using AirPlay for streaming. Now, you can really transform your living room into a budget-friendly cinema or music hub with just a few tweaks. The second part, or the second segment that we're going to touch base is the creative side hustles. So in this section, we will emphasize how the MacBook Air can unlock your new opportunities even as an older device. Now, so turning your passion into profit. So I'm going to show you and some steps of starting an online teaching. Like you can sign up on Udemy, creating Zoom classes or tutoring on platforms, things like that. You can all do in your old MacBook Air. And you can also design simple graphics on Canva or create a professional content on Photoshop, even with these limited resources. So that's absolutely gonna be fine. Now, a friend of mine, it's just a real time example that I have to quote, is that a friend of mine who turned their laptop which is an old MacBook Air that he was having, into a tool for freelancing. And now he's earning pretty good on a monthly basis. And he just does designing of the logos and stuff like that. So that's a great way to stay productive. And then let's come to the e-commerce on a budget. You can create an online store using Shopify, Etsy, or even on Instagram shops, right? So you can use the apps like Canva that can help you manage your social media marketing for small businesses. So your old MacBook Air can power your entrepreneurial dreams without costing you a fortune. So that's really great. Now, creating digital content, you can edit your movies using iMovie. So, you can do quick cuts, transitions, effects, and you can also use GarageBand, to record like short podcast. And, it's really simple in terms of its interface. So that's something you can also do. So whether it's starting a YouTube channel or launching a podcast, the MacBook Air is your gateway to content creation, which is really awesome. The third thing is home automation and control. You can set up like, HomeBridge or HomeKit to control lights. So basically it comes with the home app. And then, so we still have the home application over here. Let me just, quickly show you that. And we have the home app, as you can see. So of course, you can set your home app on your old MacBook Air, and you can use that to control your lights, your thermostats, and other smart devices. So I have a smart device, which is my Me speaker. It's just right at my back. So I can connect to it and I can, control that device using my MacBook Air. So your MacBook Air can become the brain of your smart home, giving you centralized control over your gadgets, which is really great. Now, the remote control center, so you can manage connected devices like smart cameras, locks, or, your vacuum cleaners via the Google Home or Alexa, right? So it's like having a control panel straight out of a sci-fi movie. That is wonderful. And now some DIY project platforms, so if I have to talk, you can, the MacBook Air can power like, the Raspberry Pi projects, so whether like tracking or home monitoring, so things like that you can do using the MacBook Air as well. So for tinkerers and makers, I think this laptop can be your launchpad for exciting DIY experiments. Now, let's come to the fourth segment, which is educational tools and resources. This is really a very impressive section for both students and lifelong learners. So, the MacBook Air can run platforms like Coursera, Udemy, Khan Academy smoothly. So from coding to cooking, the possibilities of learning are endless. The second thing is the interactive learning environment. You can use your MacBook Air for your coding apps like Python IDEs, Scratch or Arduino software like for beginners. So the old laptop can ignite a passion for programming or robotics in you or your kids. And a portable library. So ebook is an application which already comes loaded in the Mac OS. So the ebook can read on Kindle, or you can read an audiobook, play it in Audible, and research papers organized in different platforms as well. So it's like carrying the entire library in your backpack. Just reimagine your old laptop, So the things that we have basically touched base is the educational tools and resources and the smart home automation and creative side of the hustles, and then how it is more than just basic computing. So which is really great, right? So think of your old MacBook Air not as an obsolete, but as a tool with endless possibilities. And if you have more ideas, drop them in the comments. I might feature them in my next video as well. If you don't need it, I would say, you can find the right home for your old MacBook. So, it's great if you can give it to a student or at a charity or to some local organizations and libraries as well. So if you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more tech hacks, and share this video with someone who has an old MacBook Air lying around, and let's give these laptops a second life. I hope that this video was informative. Till then, I will see you on the next time.